This country is so pleased to welcome the delegates totaling to almost 90 nations as they compete for the Miss Earth crown and more importantly, to promote a very timely cause. And we have this evening right here at Versailles Palace, 30 delegates who shall compete for top honors tonight. I am sure you are all eager to meet them, and in the meantime, we would like to acknowledge the very special people who made this possible. We would like to acknowledge the Versailles executives, State Properties Corporation and the owner, developer of Versailles, the president, Dr. Alan Rojas, one of the most kindest men I've ever met, the vice president, Ms. Esther Kim, lovely lady, the marketing and communications head, Mr. JJ Impran. We'll give him a round of applause wherever he is. And the vice president for sales, Ms. Vandy Legaspi. Thank you. So this is the Miss Earth 2018 Group Evening Gown Competition, and we will be hearing a very special message from someone special soon. Thank you very much. Alright, so she started her TV career as an anchored host for Unang Hiri, a local morning show in the Philippines. She is recognized as a multi-awarded host, a nominated actress, a celebrity endorser for top consumer brands, and a celebrity ambassador for World Vision Development Foundation. Sorry. Okay, what's a show without a little technical difficulties? Okay, so 18 years have passed and Miss Earth continues just getting stronger and bigger. 90 stunning Earth goddesses made their way here in Manila to embark on a journey of a lifetime with hopes to become the next environmental ambassador. Of course, all of these would not have been possible without the people who started the legacies, beauties for a cause. We are referring to no less than the executive of Carousel Productions, headed by Mr. Ramon Monson, President, Ms. Lorraine Shook, Executive Vice President and Project Director, Ms. Pichi Veneracion. Congratulations to Carousel for another successful year of Miss Earth. We are all likewise thankful to thank the following of all their support around the 18th edition of Miss Earth. Our sponsors are Diamond Hotel, Century Park Hotel Manila, Joy Nostalgic, Pan Pacific Hotel, and our official bus sponsor, Viking Car Rental, Ganda Norgi Reyes Chain of Salons, the official makeup artist and hairstylist, Coco Life, Freedom to Live Your Life, the official insurance provider for the Miss Earth Foundation, Kitco Travel Tours, Philippine Airlines, Jovim Transport, Patron, Knows You Deserve the Best, San Mig Light, Magnolia Chicken, Ginebra San Miguel, and Versailles Palace Alabang for our venue today. And of course, Ricky Abad, member of the Fashion Designer Association in the Philippines, official swimwear of Miss Earth Philippines and Miss Earth. Okay, so let's get heated up for this competition.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Mustafa here, and I'm going to be the host for tonight. As we saw yesterday, that was the national costume competition for almost 90 countries, 90 ladies competing for the Miss Earth 2018. So now, as early as now, the competition is already heating up. So could you just imagine what it would be like during the finals night? Joining us today is a special panel of judges whose members will help us determining today's top winners. Let's get them. All right, first judge, Mixie D, fashion designers Mega, from Fashion Institute of Technology, New York, working for Kate Spade, New York, fashion instructor of the School of Fashion and the Arts, showcases of the Philippines Fashion Week. Second designer, member of the FDAP Fashion D's Learners Association of the Philippines, official swimwear designer of Miss Earth Philippines, Miss Earth, Mr. Ricky Abad. I'm Ricky Milton. We have here the Vice President of State.
Alright, now that we've met our judges, it's now time to get the competition going. We are used to see our delegates do the work in promoting their environmental advocacies. This time we will be seeing their glamorous side. Wearing fashionable gowns coming from their respective countries, here are the air group of Miss Earth 2018 for the evening gown competition. Competition proper. Thank you. student. Back in her hometown, she once helped collect school supplies for the less fortunate children. Throughout her experience, she learned to be grateful for every little thing she has. Is a radio and television broadcasting student. She's 25 years old and she adores children and finds time to help those in orphans. She believes every child on earth deserves to be happy.
She has been commended for the community work wherein she spent 24 hours walking 24 miles to clean up the litter in and around her hometown. She was also nominated as Labia Activist for the Cleanup Britain. Manager and has traveled for 20 countries since 22, and she's proud of her country being at the forefront of the Paris Agreement and encourages other nations for curb their carbon emissions. She's 25 years old. Belby is an inspiring singer, songwriter, and hopes to inspire the world with her music. She is also a trained communicator and dreams to have her own TV show someday. 18 years old and a senior high school student, she enjoys being behind the camera as a photographer as much as she loves having her own pictures taken. Freelance Benjamin, and she's 26 years old, licensed in a small and medium business management, Asian the formation. She's an international actress. She once studied in Madrid, and next to her profession in the field of economics and marketing, she hopes to make a name for herself in Hollywood someday. She's 23 and a graduate management student. She loves to promote the handloom items of her country. By doing so, she will be able to promote her country local products and open opportunities for Indian works. Sarah, she's 24 years old student from Downings. She's a volunteer for Tiny Towns Group in her hometown and works closely with primary schools through the Green Warriors program, which has been running for almost 2 years. Japan. Maybe she's 24 years old model from Kumachu. Grow up, she felt awkward with her tall height, but used this to her advantage when she decided to pursue a career in modeling. And the last candidate is from Lebanon. Sarah is 26 years old and works as a model. She's a vegetarian and finds her focus through meditation. She speaks English and Arabic.
start her day and to keep her motivated. Moldova is an 18-year-old college student. When she was 17, she joined a volunteer group that dug out a well in her town to help people have access to clean water. She hopes Moldova will consider one of the greenest countries in the world in the next 5 years. A hospitality and tourism degree in Switzerland. She's 24 years old and speaks Burmese, English, and German. She would proudly believe that the less you use beauty projects, the more beautiful you would look, and the natural beauty should be appreciated. She lost her father when she was 10. That only motivated her to strive to live a happy and peaceful life. Taking the course of kitchen and pastry. She used to volunteer as a shop assistant when she was in high school and loves mixing and matching items for her outfit. issues affecting the world and would very much like to be part of solving the problem.
I was just really amazed. I think the people was just like, are you guys interested for more delegates, more fashion, like more ground?
I can't imagine how tough it must be for the judges.
It's really gonna be really hard for the judges.
Definitely.
And for the delegates to win the medals.
Yes, exactly. So ladies and gentlemen, let's all give a round of applause to all of our delegates who walked on stage. And for now, allow us to once again thank our sponsors.
Alright, so we're gonna announce for the sponsors. First of all, Century Park Hotel Manila, Join Us Club, Pan Pacific Hotel Manila. Others, Gandak Ricky Rice chain of salons, the official makeup artist and hairstylist. Coco Life Freedom to Live Your Life, the official insurance provider. Miss Earth Foundation, Kitco Travel and Towers, Philippines Airlines, German Transport, Petrol, Knows You Deserve Only the Best, Salmon Glide, Mongolia Chicken, Gunipur Salmon Glide, Enjoy Your Premium Moment, and the last is Versailles Palace Alabang for our venue today. Thank you so much.
Why don't we have another look at the exceptional ladies competing tonight? Ladies and gentlemen, here are the Earth Goddesses.
I represent Belarus, and I believe in our world full of love, beauty, and happiness. Thank you. My name is Faye Bogen. I am 21 years old and representing Belgium for Miss Earth 2018. My advocacy is to make awareness about our environmental issues, and I believe that education is the key to save our Mother Earth. Mahal po kayo.
From the only English-speaking country in Central America. My name is Renee Martinez and I represent my country, Belize. My advocacy is to protect the Antillean manatees for generations to enjoy. Thank you.
Greenization is not a word, but a word I came up with in the quest to fight water pollution by going green and living a healthy and eco-friendly life. I'm an advocate for greenization. Thank you.
I'm 21 years old, and I'm representing the cold country of Canada. My advocacy is that education is the key to a positive global climate change. Thank you.
My name is Antonia Figueroa. I'm a student of environmental engineering, and I'm proud to be an air warrior from Chile. I truly believe that we all together can create a sustainable future for us, for our families, and for our future generations. Because this is the only path that will lead us to still have a Mother Earth to be called our home. Thank you. Salamat po.
And I represent the beautiful country of Colombia. I'm 24 years old and my advocacy is to fight against plastic pollution to preserve the life of all species. Thank you and good night.
My advocacy is take care of our air because it's our home, all we have. Thank you.
My name is Ksenia Sarina, Miss Earth Crimea. My advocacy, I never give up. I love these children. I help you children. Thank you.
Mabuhay, Philippines! My name is Monica Aguilar. I am 19 years old and I represent my beautiful island, Cuba. As an earth goddess, I encourage everyone to live an organic lifestyle in order to support sustainability and reduce our carbon footprint. Thank you.
Gentlemen, my name is Abby Ann Giles. I'm 21 years old and I'm representing England. My environmental advocacy is who's picking up your litter. Litter kills. Be mindful of your actions, keep our planet clean, work together and we can have a happy Earth. Thank you.
Bonsoir les Philippines, my name is Alison, I'm 25 years old and I represent the beautiful country of Versailles Palace, France. My advocacy is to protect our seas, oceans, and rivers because Earth is covered of approximately 70% of water. Water is life. Thank you for your attention.
Mabuhay, and thank you for having me here in the Philippines. So in my part of the world, water is expensive and scarce in certain places. And every day I say that I do not know why we cannot come together as a people to say no to pollution of our water bodies. My name is Belvi Natele Ofori, and I am graciously representing my beautiful country, Ghana. Salamat. Thank you.
My name is Emma May Sheedy. I am an earth warrior from the beautiful island of Guam. My environmental advocacy is teamwork. We must work together to make a bigger difference. We are stronger and louder as a team. Sizus Maasi and thank you.
Iceland. I am the first people to be free on the world. My name is Fallon Benjamin. I am 26 years old. I am the Miss Earth 2018. I advocate for a healthy and clean environment. I think we save the climate. So this judgment starts beginning by myself, by yourself. Thank you.
My name is Reka Lukács, and I'm proudly representing my beautiful country, Hungary. I'm 25 years old, and my environmental advocacy is to protect our valuable water resources from any kinds of pollution, because water is life. Salamat po.
And my environment advocacy is to make people rethink about the residue farms which we are firing, and because of which air pollution is increasing in these days. Being an agricultural country, and we all Asian countries are an agriculture country, so this is the huge problem of air pollution, and we can solve it by coming together and rethink about reducing this man-made pollution. Thank you.
Representing my beautiful country, Ireland. My environmental advocacy focuses on marine conservation, a sea full of plastic or a plastic-free sea. Thank you.
My advocacy is inspiring everyone find peace and love within themselves so they can love each other and become peaceful with our Mother Earth. If we start changing ourselves, we can change our world. Thank you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Kirti Sajiwan, aged 26 years old, and I'm representing the beautiful island Mauritius. My advocacy is to fight for plastics in every possible way for the preservation of our Mother Earth. Thank you.
My name is Dumitrica Izbišćuk and I am 18 years old. I'm very excited to represent my lovely country, Moldova. My advocacy is go green your life. Just enjoy your life because it's just a one life. Thank you.
Miss Art Myanmar 2018 and proudly represent golden lands of Myanmar. And my advocacy is to go green and switch into eco-friendly products to save our Mother Earth from global warming. Thank you. My name is Jessica Russo, Miss Earth Perú. My advocacy is nuestra madre tierra también tiene derechos y hay que respetarlos, aunque a ella solo le basta amor y cuidados. Muchas gracias.
With plastic innovation, let us reuse and recycle for a better place and a better tomorrow. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. Telma Madeira, 18 years old, Portugal. My advocacy is Act Local, Help Global. I believe that for the minimal action that we can do in our city or in our country can change the thoughts of the global community. And as a global community, we need to work together for the best of our Mother Earth. Thank you.
My name is Rebecca Senior, and I am representing the heart of the Pacific, beautiful Samoa. My advocacy is to spread awareness of our drowning islands by sharing our stories and protecting our oceans. Whakatatele lava, salamat po.
Slovenia. I want to encourage people to be aware of ecological problematics through my education. Love all the living beings in the world, and you will be loved back. Thank you.
Republic, Trinidad and Tobago. I am 26-year-old Afia Jeffrey. My advocacy focuses on reducing our carbon footprint with renewable energy awareness through education and managing waste. Our actions matter, our choices matter, and by simply creating a new habit each day, we can make a difference. Salamat po.
Representing the beautiful nation of Zambia. I am 22 years old, and my advocacy is focused on spreading awareness with water and wildlife conservation and preservation, specifically in the Luangwa region of Zambia. Wildlife in Zambia is currently excessively decreasing due to illegal poaching and game hunting. The Luangwa River is also under threat as a proposed dam is planned on being built, which will affect over 2 million people as well as the various wildlife, and the number of fish will definitely excessively decrease due to them not being able to migrate for breeding. So join me online by signing the petition to keep the Luangwa River flowing. Thank you. Salamat po.
Wow, it is such an honor for me to be standing before all these beautiful ladies of the air room. Let's give them all another round of applause. Wow. Imagine them taking these beautiful outfits from wherever they are and taking them here to the Philippines, and they still look beautiful. So now I would like to just introduce our next very special speaker. She started her TV career as an anchor host for Unang Kiri, a local morning show here in the Philippines. She is recognized as a multi-awarded host, a nominated actress, a celebrity endorser for top consumer brands, and a celebrity ambassador for World Vision Development Foundation. She is an entrepreneur and is currently one of an anchor at the 700 Club Asia, a Christian inspirational news magazine show. She is carving a niche for herself as a sought-after inspirational speaker. In 2017, she was awarded one of the most 25 inspirational Filipinas of BAYO, Miss Marianne Kumabao.
Mr. Rojas, Miss Lim, Miss Earth organizers, candidates, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. It was the Miss Universe preliminary competition back in 1999. I was backstage in the shadows, waiting for my country to be called. Finally, the host announced, Philippines! I confidently sashayed into the middle of the stage and made sure that every step was going to be perfect. And I remember I practiced this 100 times a day, every day for 1 week during my training in the Miss Universe School in Caracas, Venezuela, under the pageant guru, Osvel Sosa. I made sure everything was going to be perfect. I navigated the steps, and the unthinkable happened. My 4-inch heels got caught at the tail of my gown, and like in slow motion, I fell down the stage. I couldn't say nor think about anything, but oh my God. I found myself crouched on the floor like so. Thankfully, I was able to regain my balance. And in the silence of my heart, I heard my heart say, I'm going to finish what I started. I stood up, struck a pose, completed my walk in the middle of the stage. I noticed that the whole auditorium broke into applause. And I said, oh, they like what I did. So I'm going to give them some drama. Little did they know that my heart was pounding like there were 1,000 elephants running across my chest. My knees were shaking like there was no tomorrow. I went backstage, I found Miss Singapore, and I broke into tears. Scott Grossman, who was the choreographer of the Miss Universe pageant, he was there in front. He saw the whole thing. He rushed backstage to where I was, and he said, "That was the most beautiful recovery I've ever seen." Little did I know that that fall was going to be a metaphor for the rest of my life. Providentially, the question that was asked of me at the Miss Universe coronation night was this. Your proudest achievement, as you said, was to stand up against your professor back in college. What was the last thing you stood up for? And so with that, I replied, when I fell on stage at the preliminary competition last Friday, I felt like I stood up for all women who have fallen, whether on or off stage. I hope that through this example of mine, I have shown my strength and courage of being a woman, of being who I am, and I hope to be an example to the rest of the women in the world. There were many rises and falls in my life that have followed. Growing up, I remember watching Miss Universe year after year. At 5 years old, I even stood up on the table, I raised my arms up and shouted, "Miss Philippines!" How many of you can relate? At 7 years old, I was watching this noontime show, Lunch Date. Do you remember Lunch Date?
Yes.
So I was watching Lunch Date, and just deep in my heart, there was something that told me that one day I was going to work for TV. At 9 years old, I was praying, and I told God, "God, I'm so grateful for this life that you've given me. One day when I grow up, I want to be a doctor, because I also want to give others a chance at life." And so, I took up physical therapy in college as my pre-med course. And after I graduated by reviewing for my physical therapy board exams, I was working part-time as a gym instructor and an aerobics instructor. After one class, there was a makeup artist who discovered me and encouraged me to join the Miss Philippines pageant that year, 1999, and the rest was history. After my Miss Universe stint, doors opened for me to work in show business. I excelled in hosting, I got into acting, and I brought home a lot of awards for my hosting skills and my top rating shows. But however, though I was in the center of the spotlight, none of those awards really truly made me happy. And yes, I made so much money, but I can never seem to be satisfied. And so I said, maybe it's time for me to have meaning in my life. Perhaps it's time for me to get married and start a family. So when my millionaire Italian boyfriend proposed to me, of course I said yes. And he swept me off my feet. I left everything, my family, my career, and flew to Hong Kong to live with him. And he surrounded me with a luxurious life. However, that didn't satisfy me either. After 2.5 years, he calls me because I fell into depression after that. Because what a tragedy it was to discover that as I was climbing up the ladder of success, when I got to the top, I discovered that my ladder was leaning on the wrong wall. Of course, I got depressed. 2.5 years later, my husband calls me and says that he fell in love with a much younger woman and he now wants a divorce. With the tail between my legs, I went home to my parents' house, and I remember lying down on the sofa of my parents' house, willing myself to die. I didn't have a reason to live anymore. I cried myself to sleep, woke up the next day, and wondered why I was still alive. I thought perhaps God has a plan. And so I went on trying to pick up what was left of my life. A couple of years later, I I found myself in an even worse situation. I was scammed out of my life savings. My career was going nowhere. I was deep in debt. I was in the middle of a messy divorce. And my desperate attempt to try to recover my career, I decided to accept an offer to post for a men's magazine. And it was not just any kind of men's magazine, it was Playboy. Don't even bother looking for the pictures, I didn't post nude. But you know what it means. Controversy broke out in the media. It was spoken about on TV and radio. It reached my father. My father calls me and says he's disappointed with me. Back then, I didn't have a great relationship with my parents, and so I just shrugged my shoulders nonchalantly. The only thing that was meaningful left in my life at the time was my involvement with World Vision Development Foundation as a celebrity endorser. But as a Christian organization, they didn't want to be involved nor associated with my controversy. And so they called to tell me that they decided to suspend our partnership. That was when I realized that my life was moving in the wrong direction. Finally, in the privacy of my own living room, I asked myself these questions. Before fame and fortune, what was most important to me? I realized it was my faith. In who? I said, in God? Which God? Having been raised in the traditional religion, I thought, and having been exposed to clean lights and, the pleasures of the world, I thought money was God. I thought fame was God. I thought I was God, having made all these decisions without even praying nor consulting Him. But in the course of my life, I realized money never really truly made me happy. Fame never really truly made me happy. And if I base my decisions on my own limited knowledge and wisdom, it's not enough. I could still make mistakes, which proved where I was at the time. And so in order to simplify my life, because I was really confused, gulo talaga ako. Hindi niyo kung paano ko kagulo nun. Gulo talaga ako. Sabi ko, in order to simplify my life, I'll just go back to the God who I know. The God of my youth. Who is that? Jesus Christ. And I remember a few months back, a friend of mine shared with me the love and grace of our Lord Jesus Christ. He showed me in Romans chapter 6:23, which says, 26, which says, for the wages of sin is death, but the gift of God is eternal life through Jesus Christ our Lord. He says the truth is that God loves us and He wants a relationship with us. That's why He created man, to be with Him in heaven, in paradise, to be with Him in eternity. But ever since Adam and Eve had fallen into sin, like a virus, everyone else, like a virus, all of us got infected with this propensity for sin. And this sin is the reason why we feel a separation from God. We don't experience His blessings. We don't feel His presence. We don't really truly know who He is as He is. We even make up our own gods in our minds. And the worst kind of problem that we have is not just emotional separation, not just financial problems, not just suffering in this world. The worst problem is that we are eternally separated from Him. And if we don't turn back to Him, we'll experience eternal death. But God loves us so much that He made a solution Himself. He sent His Son, Jesus Christ, to die on the cross and pay for the penalty of our sin, which is death. That whoever believes in His Son, Jesus Christ, will not perish but will have eternal life. So I was contemplating about this in the privacy of my living room. And I realized that even though I was raised in traditional religion, even though I would go to church every Sunday, even though I would pray, I still don't have this personal relationship with Him. And so in all humility, I knelt on the floor and I said, Jesus, I want to know You more. I opened my eyes, and a friend sent me a chat on Facebook inviting me to Bible study. At that moment, I felt God who was in the heavens. He's so great. He's the reason why we live and breathe today. He heard my simple, sincere prayer. Looked down and saw me deep in the muddy pit that I put myself in. He came down, held my hand, and pulled me up until I got to where I am today. That very Monday, I went to Bible study. And the leader there shared with me this verse in the Bible, which says, "For I know the plans I have for you, says the Lord. Plans to prosper you, not to harm you. Plans to give you a hope and a future." And my friends, really during those times, I couldn't see a future for myself anymore. I didn't have a plan for myself anymore. I was pushed to the wall with nowhere to go, but I said, if this God says that He has a plan for me, and I have a future in Him, and He's my hope, I said, I'm going to hold on to this hope and never let it go. From that Monday, I went on to go back to Bible study every Monday, and a friend of mine invited me to a Christian Community Fellowship Church. There, I learned how to read the Bible. Each time I would listen to the pastor, I feel that God was speaking straight into my heart, and I would cry. When I finally learned to open the Bible, I felt that the warmth of God's love just come down from heaven and enveloped me as if God was just waiting and longing for me to just turn to Him, as if I was His prodigal daughter. And so I learned to tell Him all my problems. I poured out my heart to Him, and I felt like there was no one else who could understand me but Him, more than I could understand myself. One time I was so tired of crying, I imagined Him sitting on this throne and me by His feet. In my tiredness, I laid my head on His knee, and I felt Him reach out with His hand and stroke my hair like so. And He said, "Anak, anak, dahan, dahan." He said, "My daughter, it's all right. Everything's going to be all right." I felt God's comfort right then and there. And you know what? That was the first time I discovered who I truly was. Back then I thought my identity was my being a beauty queen, my being a celebrity, my possessions, my achievements, being a husband of, being the wife of somebody, my network, my possessions. But I realized that none of those really truly made me happy, and they were all outside of myself. But this time when God called me His daughter, I realized that this one identity is something that no one can ever take away because it's something eternal. And I realized I suddenly developed a different kind of respect for myself, a different kind of confidence that is no longer based on things that were outside of me, but on the identity of who I am in the eyes of my Heavenly Father. Slowly but surely, as I started reading the Bible, I began to get to know Him more because He reveals Himself through His Word, the Bible. And I began to open up myself to Him. I began to trust Him, and I surrendered my life to Him. Since then, I experienced miracles, breakthroughs, and transformation in every area of my life. First of all, He healed my mind and my heart completely. Number 2, He restored my relationship with my parents. Number 3, He restored my finances and my career. Number 4, He gave me direction in life. As a divorced woman, I used to hang out in the clubs looking for men who would love and care for me. But the Lord took me out of the club and brought me to 700 Club. 700 Club is an Christian inspirational show that tells about the stories of people whose lives have been transformed as a result of their relationship with Jesus Christ. And through this show, God is using my talents, my skills, my person, those that He has given me, in order to bring more people closer to Him. And I find so much meaning and purpose in doing this for His glory. And not only that, He also gave me a second chance in my love life. I'm now married to a man who loves God. My husband, Arnie Roberto, is here with me. Together we raise our 10-year-old son, and there's one along the way. Also a miracle child. And I'm just so blessed because God has really given me purpose and meaning and joy and love in my life more than ever before. But my life is not perfect. I still experience life's rises and falls. God knows there are good days and bad days. But what I know for sure is that no matter what stage you're at, just always remember that God is there for you, that He loves you, and He will catch you each time you fall. So are you still searching for meaning in life? Are you still seeking your identity in things that are outside of yourself? Are you looking for miracles, breakthroughs, and transformation in any area of your life? In the same way that I was given this opportunity in 2008 to get to know who Jesus Christ is and receive Him as my Lord and Savior, I'd like to give you the same chance that was given me. So if you feel during the course of my talk that God is somehow knocking in your hearts and asking you and telling you that He loves you, that He has a plan for you, that He wants you to get to know Him so that you will find your purpose, your wonderful purpose for which He created you, I'd like to invite you to this wonderful opportunity. And if that is the desire of your heart, to know who God is, may I invite you to close your eyes and pray this prayer with me. It all started with an honest, sincere prayer of inviting Jesus in our hearts to become our Savior and Lord. And so if that is the desire of your heart, I'm going to lead you into the simple prayer, and may this be the prayer of your heart. Let's begin. God, I admit that I am a sinner, that I have gone my own way, and I have forgotten about you. Lord God, I don't know you, and I want to know my purpose in you. But I admit that I'm a sinner, and I cannot save myself from my own sin. But I believe that you sent your Son, Jesus Christ, to die on the cross, so that He could save me. So Jesus, I open my heart to you now. I invite you in my heart as my Lord and Savior. Will you please transform me? Will you please heal my heart? Will you please heal and restore every aspect of my life? I know that you have a great plan in my life. I know that you have a great purpose for me. And I want to know what those are. So help me to know you more, Lord. From now on, I receive your gift of forgiveness for past, present, and future sins. And I also receive your gift of eternal life, starting today. And as I pray, in Jesus' mighty name, amen.
for taking part in Miss Earth 2018. Thank you very much, Versailles.
All right, thank you so much, Miss Mariam, for inspiring me and your words. I appreciate it.
Yes, and please give a big hand to all our delegates. One of them will bring home the gold medal tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to announce the results. So, ladies, we all wish you the best of luck in the competition. Presenting the medals to our winners, President Dr. Ellen Rojas. Please come on the stage.
Dr. Alan Rojas, one of the most kindest men I've ever met. Hello, Dr. Rojas.
Good
How are
evening,
you?
Doctor.
Good. Did you enjoy the competition tonight? It was hard, right?
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so now we are going to announce the bronze medal. We have 3 medals tonight, so I will start with the bronze medal. So, Miss Earth 2018 Air Group Evening Gown Competition, bronze medal goes to Peru. Congratulations, Peru, for the bronze medal.
Stunning. Look at that beautiful dress.
Thank you so much, Peru.
Thank you. Now I will announce Miss Earth 2018 Air Evening Gown Competition silver medal. And our silver medal goes to Philippines.
Thank you so much, Philippines, for your presence. And now we are going to announce the gold medal. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to find out who's going to be the winner for the gold medal tonight for Miss Earth 2018 Air Group Evening Gown Competition. This is it. Gold medal goes to Slovenia. Thank you so much, ladies. Thank you, Dr. Lance. Let's give them a round of applause, please.
Also, I would just like to mention, we do have an option of the prize possessions that the ladies brought from their respective countries here. So please take a look at our auction later on. Thank you.
Be sure to join us on the grand finals on November 3 at the Mall of Asia Arena, telecast live on Fox Live at 8 p.m. And we will be streamed live on Miss Earth official Facebook page and YouTube channel. You can also catch the delayed telecast on Sunday, November 4, 10:30 p.m. on GMA.
We'd also like to invite everyone to catch the other preliminary activities lined up for this year.
And now we're going to announce the rest of the schedule of Miss Earth during this month. Start with October 12-13 Eco Tour, Aquia Water Park, Talagan, Batangas. And October 13, pre-judging of Face and Bows, Okada, Manila. October 14, 4 p.m. Mall Tour, Rubensen's Las Marinas City. October 14 to 16, there's going to be Eco Tour, Municipality of Romblon. October 17 till 19, Eco Tour also, Versailles City. October 19, 5 p.m. swimsuit competition of Fire Group, Brisa Resorts, Bataan. October 27 p.m. swimsuit competition of Water Group. That's gonna be in Pontepino Hotel, Batangas. October 21st swimsuit competition of Air Group, Legazpi, Albay. 21st again, Eco Tour, DB Bor Farm, Lian, Batangas. October 22nd, October Tour, Manay, Davao. Again, October 22nd, long gown competition, Catanawan Cove Resort. October 24th, Resource Fair competition for Fire Group, Laos Group of Company.
October 25th at 5 p.m. Resorts Wear Competition Water Group at Versailles Palace. At 7 p.m. Talent Competition at Versailles Palace. October 27th at 7 p.m. Resorts Wear Competition and Talent Competition of Air Group at the Municipality of Ecot. October 25th, Long Gown Competition of Air Group at Land Bank Auditorium. October 28th at 7 p.m. Talent Competition of Water Group at San Viz, Palawan. October 29th at 3 p.m. Pre-judging of Figure and Form Century Park Hotel Manila. November 1st at 10 p.m. Pre-judging of Intelligence at Diamond Hotel. November 3rd, a very important date, at 8 p.m. Coronation Night at MOA Arena, live at Fox Live, live stream on Miss Earth YouTube and Facebook. And November 4th at 10:30 p.m. telecast at GMA Channel 7. To get more updates, please like the official Miss Earth Facebook page and follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Miss Earth.
Again, congratulations to our winners, and I would like to thank the members of our panel of judges for sharing your time with us, and also Versailles for Nothing, hosting tonight's events. Thank you so much for the panel of judges tonight. Finally, you are on the stage. Once again, I'm Mustafa Nazari, and I would like to appreciate your absence tonight. Thank you so much, guys, for your hosting and everything, and congratulations to the girls, and ladies and gentlemen.
Until next time, I am Jean Nicole De Jesus, your Miss Fire Philippines 2018, saying thank you, and we hope you will join us in our crusade to save and protect Mother Earth. Good evening, everybody.